Welcome to Science on Location. Today we will be studying species threats and conservation. Today's science location is the wilds. The wilds is located in Cumberland, Ohio, about an hour and a half east from Columbus. Rare and endangered species from around the globe live in open-range habitats at the wilds on their 9,000 plus acres. The park has transformed wildlife conservation practices because it was once devoted to strip mining. Now the wilds is a completely immersive experience. They have zipline tours, horseback riding, fishing, and more, including one-of-a-kind hands-on educational opportunities. The wilds is North America's largest conservation facility. So, what is conservation? Conservation is the act of protecting ecosystems and environments to protect the organisms that live there. Species populations are loosely grouped into 6 major categories based on the number in their population. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, or the IUCN, has assigned each species a category. These categories are extinct, extinct in the wild, critically endangered, endangered, vulnerable, threatened, near threatened, least concern, and domesticated. Extinct means gone forever. As we go down the list, we can see that organisms' populations get bigger and bigger as we go down. So an animal that is of least concern has a higher population than an animal that is vulnerable. We know of many extinct species that came before us, but we'll never see them again because they're gone forever, like dinosaurs, the woolly mammoth, the dodo bird, and the Tasmanian tiger. Let's visit the wilds and see how they are helping animal species through conservation. These Pierre David's deer found at the wilds are extinct in the wild due to habitat loss and overhunting. This survived only because a few animals had been sent to captive programs in Europe. The wilds also houses these Asian wild dogs called dholes, and they are currently endangered because of conflicts with humans and infectious diseases. So their populations have declined or gotten smaller. In February 2019, 5 rare dhole pups were born at the wilds. The wilds is one of just 4 facilities in the United States that cares for this endangered species. The Pearlsky's horse is the last remaining truly wild horse species in the world. Extinct in the wild in the 1960s, it survived thanks to a successful reintroduction program. The Pearlsky horse population is endangered due to hunting, habitat loss, and competition with other animals. Places like the wilds have helped increase the population of Pearlsky's horses. The wilds host a herd of Grevy zebra. Grevies are the largest of all zebras, and they have long necks with prominent erect manes. They have the largest ears of any zebra species, and their long, narrow heads give them a mule-like appearance. There are fewer than 3,000 Grevy zebra remaining in the wild. The Grevy zebra is considered endangered due to loss of habitat, competition with livestock, and poaching. Poaching is illegal hunting. The wilds has an impressive herd of Szechuan takin. Takin inhabit the same dense bamboo forests as the better-known giant panda in Mongolia. Szechuan takin are listed as vulnerable due to habitat loss and natural disasters. The wilds currently maintains the largest group of Szechuan takin outside of China. The natural and spacious setting allows researchers from around the world to study them and develop new techniques to aid the survival of the species. Fun fact, the Szechuan takin was the inspiration for the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. Can you see the resemblance? Let's check out some of the other species at the wilds. Okay, so we have a southern white rhinoceros, and those are near threatened due to poaching, invasive species, and ecological changes. The wilds also has the greater one-horned rhinoceros, which is vulnerable due to poaching, invasive species, ecological changes, habitat loss, and wars. African painted dogs are endangered due to hunting, diseases, competition, and habitat loss. Giraffes are vulnerable due to hunting, civil unrest, ecological changes, and habitat loss. Ostriches have a high population, so they are of least concern. They still have threats like hunting and habitat loss. Look at it attacking my mom. The Bactrian camel is critically endangered due to hunting. Let's review some of the threats to our animals at the wilds. Hunting and poaching, habitat loss where we take away where they live, ecological changes that can include our climate change, civil unrest and wars and conflicts with humans. People obviously kill them, competition with other animals, diseases, and natural disasters. The wilds has lots of different animals from all over the world. I want to take you one other place that's not at the wilds. I hope you have your bags packed because we are going to fly all the way to Maui, which is a Hawaiian island, because I want to take you on top of a volcano called Mount Haleakala. Welcome to Above the Clouds on Mount Haleakala. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean, on this little island on top of this one volcano, grows a plant called the silver sword, and it does not grow anywhere else in the world. So think about it. If one of those threats, like a natural disaster, would happen to the silver sword, could it make it go extinct? Obviously it could. So there are laws in place to protect our plants that are at risk of going extinct and our animals. This is a silver sword after it's bloomed. Sorry to tell you, it is time for us to go back to Ohio. Let's go. So how do we help these species to prevent them from becoming extinct? Well, in the United States, we have a set of laws called the Endangered Species Act. There's hunting laws, conservation facilities like the wilds, protected lands for animals to live on, breeding programs, educating people, and laws against pollution. These are all ways that people are trying to protect endangered species to prevent them from becoming extinct. What can you do to help these animals? That's all for me. Take care. Peace.